Ready. Oh, we're recording.
Yeah, we are.
Done both?
Yep.
What the? Tell me I'm ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm Oliver.
And today we are talking about a potential Ayer cut to Suicide Squad.
And we've talked about this before.
We
Not
have-
on, like, an episode, but...
No, but we have talked about this possibility for a while now. We watched the original Suicide Squad multiple times. And it's not because we liked it. It was just because of the amount of friends that wanted to
It
go.
was like, oh, I want to go this day. I want to
Yeah.
go this day kind of thing.
But we originally saw it for the very first time at Disney Springs.
Yeah, the where we order food.
Yeah, with
at the
Justin.
Theater. Yo, those are so legit.
With Justin. We
Yeah,
saw it
with
at the
Justin.
Dine-In movie theater.
Yo, that was so... I don't even remember what I ordered.
Like, the whole experience, I think, was so good. That's why we, like, really, at the first showing, we were like, oh, that was a great movie. Because,
Were we at the front row?
Yeah. We were, like, front row, had food delivered to us, reclining chairs, and we just had a very, like, it was just the
It was a good experience.
experience
Yeah.
was so good. I think that's why the movie holds a certain place in my
Because I
heart.
had food.
No, so
It was a good, like,
We went-
like, flashbulb memory.
yeah, like we hung out at Disney Springs. We had some good memories. We got pictures from that.
Yeah.
And then on the whole ride home, we listened to the album, but specifically one song on repeat, Sucker for Pain.
Dude, which I think it was like top 40 for a while.
But we listened to this over and over again with our friend Justin, right?
So good.
Now, I'm going to share something with the people that are watching and listening so you guys know. So at one point, we're driving back home. This is from Orlando back to
Tampa.
basically Tampa on the other coast, further than Tampa. We're not going to say where, but we were driving all the way back, which is like a 2-hour drive. So you can think at least an hour and a half we're listening to Sucker for Pain on repeat. We listened to the whole album, and then it restarted, and then we just listened to it over and over again. So we got the raps down. And eventually, over that time, Oliver had fallen asleep. So, yes, you had fallen asleep at some point. So me and Justin are still rocking out. Then Justin says, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. Can we stop at a gas station?
Yo, I
so
don't
we stop
remember
at a 7-Eleven. When we stop at the 7-Eleven, Oliver wakes up and realizes he is thirsty. So he goes in and gets a Powerade. As he goes in to get the Powerade, he comes back out. I'm in my car. Justin's getting out of the bathroom. And at this point, Snapchat was like in its fucking prime. Like, this was when it was like everyone had Snapchat. So obviously I had to Snapchat the moment back when I had it. So I Snapchat the moment, and we're playing Sucker for Pain very slow, like very lowly in the background. But I get to me, I go to Justin, and then I try to go back to Oliver. And in this moment, he is drinking his Powerade and says sleepily, he's like, oh, so good, dick in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. I do remember
Do you know how much, like, the timing to get that correct? So I instantly sent it to everybody, put it into my story. It was just going to go to one person. It went to everyone at that point.
God, I remember that now. Dude, so good, dick in my mouth.
To which Spencer just sent back jealous of the Powerade.
Oh my God, dude. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
If I remembered to add it, because I know I always say we'll show a picture and I forget in the editing to add it, I will add the picture of us three at Disney Springs. I don't even know if I still have that Snapchat video. I highly doubt it.
No way. I don't know.
But
Maybe.
No. Maybe if I upload my Snapchat again and find like saved videos.
Maybe.
We'll see. If I find it, it'll get posted on our threads.
Long ago. When did this movie come out?
16.
16? Yeah.
So it's been 7 years.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts.
So 7 years later, okay, so now let's get back into the meat and potatoes of this. 7 years later.
Meat and potatoes? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Did people say that?
I don't know. Maybe at some point in the
Sounds
past.
kind of gross.
Regardless, so we're gonna get an Ayer cut sooner than later.
Right.
Confirmed by David Ayer from James Gunn saying that you will have your time. So 7 years later, are we wanting this? And if we do, what do we want from it?
Well, let's go over Justice League came out on HBO, not in theaters, and way better.
It was so much better
than the cinema release.
Yeah. Josh Whedon fucking up everything for everybody.
I don't understand. And then we have we talked about the Suicide Squad is because we knew that what's his name, Jared Leto got a lot of his parts cut. We're wondering, is there going to be a DVD release where you can watch Jared Leto?
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Jared Leto's stuff.
Nope.
And we didn't. And
in
then,
the extended cut, we got some, but not all.
We got a little bit, but it wasn't all of it. So
No.
if they release it, I mean, it's definitely going to be better.
Not only that, apparently it's 2 hours of footage of Jared Leto himself. So let's just say they decide for some reason to add in those extra 2 hours. Now you're looking at an over 4 hour movie, which will probably get released in sections.
Honestly, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be released in sections.
So if we get this, I want more Joker. I think, and unpopular opinion, popular opinion, I don't give a fuck what you think. I really don't. I personally liked the idea of Jared Leto as Joker. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't believe that the way he was
again.
portrayed was correct. But him as the Joker, I just saw Haunted Mansion last week. And,
the new one.
Yeah, and it was
Okay.
great. And fun fact, Jared Leto plays the Hatbox Ghost in that movie.
Okay.
So he's the voice and motion
I
capture.
literally thought you said Box Ghost from Danny Phantom.
No, the Box Ghost. But so it I really do think that he would have done a great job, especially when we saw it in the Snyder Cut, that extra scene at the end where we got him with the long hair,
Right.
and we saw a much better portrayal in 2 minutes of footage.
It was so,
as opposed
and that
to
was all improv.
Yeah, not only that, 8 minutes of footage total in the original Suicide Squad. You're gonna judge someone's performance on 8 minutes?
I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I can't even judge it because I was I like the Joker.
Yeah.
Obviously, most people do.
Obviously.
I've played the Joker.
Yeah, you are the Joker.
So I can't even judge how good or bad he is because again, there wasn't enough for me to tell.
Yeah,
And I'm also comparing myself to Jared Leto, but it's a Joker performance. I know how it's worked. I know it's played. I mean, we did a bunch of research on it for fucking 2 years.
I still, to this day, I'm still
So-
doing research on it because obviously some things are coming out in October.
Yeah.
But I want more of it. I want to see what we didn't get to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you would have taken away the tattoos and the grill off of his
The
performance
grill
now,
throws me off a lot.
the grill and the tattoos, if you took those off of everything that we saw in Suicide Squad, do you like the performance better? I don't know if anyone was able to see past that. I don't know if anyone was able to look towards his performance as opposed to the way he looked. And I think that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, again, the writing of what they edited together was so much different than what we wanted. Like, for example, with Pusha T, which was played by, or Monster T, played by, what was his name?
I don't recall.
Common.
Oh, yeah. During that club scene.
He ends up shooting him, but I guess in the original cut, he was supposed to force him to kill himself. So
That's so much better.
Yeah. And it's just all these different things that we could have gotten out of that relationship. And I know a lot of people want the DCEU to continue, and we now have confirmation that Gal Gadot is continuing as Wonder Woman in Wonder Woman 3 under James Gunn's direction. So it's okay, this is the same character, and we're just retconning the story to fit into our new narrative, but it's still going to be a third movie because she's already done 2 other ones. So this is going to be number 3. I highly doubt it's going to be labeled as 3 because it was Wonder Woman and then Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
So it's not like Wonder Woman 1, 2, and 3. It's just Wonder Woman in a different movie. So they can do that with this one. Just like Superman Legacy, it could be Wonder Woman something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if you're going to do that, though, why not just do that with everyone other than Ezra Miller? Do that with Ray Fisher. Do that with Ben Affleck. Because Ben Affleck is easily going to
Isn't
Brave
he
and
out
the Bold.
though? He's out, right?
I know, but they could have easily done Brave and the Bold. And speaking of Ben Affleck, we actually now got confirmation from one of the producers that was supposed to be on there what, in a general sense, the movie was going to be about. And he's still, to this day, not allowed to talk about details. And he said, because I don't know what's happening in the future. Which means that there might still be...
There's talks.
There's talks probably still to bring him back
Yeah.
or to he could just come back as director.
Yo, how old is Ben Affleck? He's like 50 something.
51. But the thing is like if he comes in as director or just writer, he doesn't have to come back as Batman. And maybe that's why they're not allowed to say it, because he might end up. We know Andy Muschietti is directing the next Batman, but we don't know who's writing it. It could be Ben Affleck.
Right. Hasn't he written something already?
He already wrote something, so they might just adapt his script with this new actor and just have him be writer. But the thing is the only thing that was confirmed was apparently this movie was going to cover 80 years of mythology from Batman. It was going to cover stories that we've never seen on the big screen.
Cool.
Stuff in the comics that no one even regarded. And we were going to bring it up like it was stuff that was never seen before anywhere in live action or animation, which crosses out Court of Owls, because that was done in multiple different ones.
Yeah.
That crosses out Joker
was
stuff.
Court of Owls done in Gotham as well, the TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then crosses out, it was on Gotham and Gotham Knights.
Oh,
and then you have like Joker, and who else has been portrayed? Two-Face, Riddler. So we were probably going to get people like maybe the Wonderland Gang.
Or Clayface.
No, we had Clayface in Gotham too.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we might be getting some, just different storylines.
Was Mad Hatter portrayed anywhere?
Was what?
Mad Hatter? No, not Mad Hatter.
Yeah, Mad Hatter in the Wonderland Gang, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That hasn't been done.
Okay.
So we might be getting that. I think it was done in the animated series in the 90s, but I don't know if I don't know.
What was the other one? Calendar Man?
Calendar Man has been portrayed a couple of times. So
Okay.
I don't know exactly what they were going to do, but they were going to do something crazy. And it probably would have tied into the Robin stuff that we saw with the death in the family and all that other thing. Like I said, I have always been a conduit for this, and I'm going to say my theory again. But before I say my theory again, here's a word from our sponsor.
Thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you can just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. With BetterHelp, you can get to the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you. Any scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Just get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. The link is going to be right down below in the description.
Hey guys, now we're back. So again, going to my theory, I still firmly believe if we're going to get a continuation of the Snyderverse, not if we get a reboot. Fuck the reboot, something different. But let's just say for some reason we get the Snyderverse continued. I really want Jared Leto's Joker to be a
portrayed.
Robin.
Yeah.
I want him to be Jason
That
Todd.
was the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was what was it? Which Robin? I forget.
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
So if he ends up being Jason Todd and got tortured by... So my theory, and a lot of people have said this, but I'm going to just give a little detail so you guys can follow along. Essentially, we had Dick Grayson come and go, and he's still Nightwing. We had Jason Todd come in, but the difference is instead of Jason Todd getting killed by the Joker, what would have happened is Jason Todd got tortured, mentally broke, gets rescued by Batman. Batman...
quote unquote.
Kills the main Joker. Like, kills him. Let's say it's Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, right? That takes him over. Kills him. Then tries to rehabilitate Jason. Jason starts going nuts and takes on the moniker of the Joker. And that's why he has the Dead Robin tattoo. That's why he has damaged across his forehead. That's why he has the bat symbol on him. Like, all these different things because he was a Jason, or he was a Robin. That would explain a couple things. Number one, why is Batman so quick to kill? Because he's already killed his greatest enemy. So at this point, fucking criminals don't matter. And also, it shows why he can't kill this version of the Joker. If he can kill all these other criminals, how come he hasn't killed this Joker? Unless he's not the original Joker. Unless he is someone that he cared for.
Yeah, and cares for.
So he doesn't want to kill him. Because it just doesn't make sense how he was able to kill everyone else, but he wasn't able, even just Harley Quinn in general.
Right. That'd be cool.
He didn't kill any of them. Because he easily had Harley Quinn. He could have just killed her. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... It just seems like there was something that broke in him. And even when Alfred said, 20 years in Gotham, how many good men are left and how many stayed that way? which might have also alluded to that. So I
Okay.
think that would also explain why, obviously Jared Leto's fit, but like would explain why this Joker seemed like he can handle himself and everything else, and has like this club persona because he's a little bit younger of an age, so he would have been more in that generation. So
Even
like it
though
just
he's,
shows all these different
in
things.
his like
Yeah.
50s.
Exactly. Where Batman is, you know,
Yeah.
and that would make sense that his Joker would be like a Joaquin Phoenix. Not saying it is, but I'm saying like time frame wise, his Joker would have been older than him, or at least his age,
And not
and
younger.
not so much younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
That's interesting. Yeah.
he encounters Joker so early in his career, let alone so far into his career.
Right.
So it doesn't really make sense there, even though Jared Leto in real life is older than Ben Affleck
Really? How old
by
is he?
2 years. He's 53.
Damn.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So when Jared Leto's 53.
Yeah, that's insane. Dude, what's his diet?
Morbius.
Dude, okay. So
He's a fucking vampire.
okay, wait, side story. So I was at work.
Yeah. Okay.
We had a conversation. Cannibalism. What is it? What's the difference between cannibalism and vampirism? Vampirism. Like, think about it.
I think you need to be in your own separate room at work. I don't think you should converse with people.
Definitely conversing with a lot of people.
So what's the difference?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
one,
not
you-
even a joke. Like,
you
it was
suck
an actual.
blood on one. The other one you
Yeah,
eat
right.
their flesh.
Right. So we came up with a conclusion that vampirism is just cannibal, like, that's on a juice cleanse.
Nah.
It makes
Who the
sense.
fuck is this guy?
It makes sense.
All right. All right. Okay, so real quick, let's just do this to wrap this up.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you 2 different questions. The first one, and I'm going to answer them as well. First one is, or 3 different questions. First one is, what are the top 3 things you hated the most in the original Suicide Squad?
Oh man! First off, Slipknot dying instantly is the stupidest fucking bullshit I've ever
My
seen.
name's Slipknot.
And then his head explodes. That was fucking terrible. The lack of Joker, I think, was annoying. I think I would have liked more of, because I'm just basing this off of memory, more like romanticism. Is that a word?
Like between characters?
Between Deadshot,
Deadshot and Harley Quinn?
Harley, because
Yeah.
I didn't get it
Yeah.
until
And I think they wanted to really portray that originally because they also had that movie Focus that came out that had Margot Robbie
right,
and Will
yeah,
Smith in
it had
it, so
them
they knew
both.
they had the chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah,
they should have
so-
sold that.
Mhm.
But that's kind of it. What about you?
My top 3 things I hated the most was probably lack of Joker, the Enchantress, how she was portrayed,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
and the way that they handled El Diablo.
Oh, dude, he's the best one.
Yeah, they should have, like, he had so much character development in this new theatrical release that they could have at least let him survive or show that he survived.
I would have,
You know.
I would have liked that.
So,
We agreed upon that, like when we were leaving the theater, if I remember.
what are your
correctly.
3 favorite things from it?
Will Smith, Deadshot,
Yeah.
awesome. Flag,
Okay.
Flag was great.
Okay.
I liked him in both, actually.
Were you sad when he died?
Yeah. And
Second
then
one, guys, and spoilers.
yeah, spoilers, he dies. And then,
Killed by Peacemaker.
which is kind of cool. That's gonna fall. The performance of Harley Quinn
Yeah.
was
Margot
adorable.
Robbie?
I love it. Yeah.
I would say, for me, soundtrack.
Oh
number
yeah!
one.
Damn it!
The soundtrack is
great.
number
Oh
one.
my god! Why did I say that?
Number 2, I would probably say Amanda Waller. Regardless of how they were supposed to make her darker.
Viola Davis?
Yeah,
right?
Viola Davis. Regardless if they're going to make her darker, she still did. Like, the whole popping her whole fucking team. Bro, everyone just got domed.
It's so
Bop,
funny
bop,
because
bop,
they
bop.
bring that up in Peacemaker,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, she like fucked up her entire team." Like,
Yep. Yeah. We just
typing
gotta
away.
keep going, yeah. And I think the third one is probably the scene where Harley Quinn jumps into the vat of chemicals.
Oh, the falling backwards.
Yeah.
where Joker kind of
Yeah,
lets.
because I think
her-
that's one of the only scenes that were supposed to be like the same no matter what. So I really liked the use of the song and like her falling into it. I really wish the only thing about that is one thing I would change. When she falls in and gets like basically bleached, I wish that when he went in, he would have lost his tattoos at that point.
that shouldn't. Should that work?
I don't know. I thought in my head, I thought like, oh, if they're gonna retcon it, like maybe he has the tattoos now, and then towards the end he would go back into the vat of chemicals and like re-bleach his skin and look
because we didn't
closer. Because we do see in Zack Snyder's Justice League, the tattoos are gone.
Right, they are.
Or at least the damage tattoo is gone. Not this, but the damage tattoo is gone. Which
the damage is the most annoying one.
Yep.
But the grills also bother me more.
I don't remember if he had the grill in the Snyder Cut.
I don't think he did, but he did a great job in the Snyder Cut.
That was in his backyard too.
That.
Zack Snyder's backyard. They did that.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Fucking great backyard. All right, and then last question before we head out: how excited on a scale of 1 to 10 are you for this Ayer Cut coming out?
For the Ayer Cut, I'm gonna say a 6.
6?
Because I don't want to have like super high expectations.
And it lets you down?
And it lets me down.
I'm going to go like 6.5, between 6.5 and 7.
You're lying. You're excited.
6.5 and 7, because if they don't include more Joker, then I don't care for the rest of it.
We don't know anything, right? I'm assuming they're going to include more Joker.
We don't know anything. I hope so. I hope they didn't, but I'm like, I really want that development. Because I know, like, after the movie came out, Ayer said on Twitter, I should have just made Joker the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what they can change it to, if they have enough footage of those 2 hours to make him the main villain,
right?
Fuck it, get rid of Enchantress. I would be okay with that.
Dude, Enchantress sucked.
The way it was portrayed, yes.
Stupid.
But all right. Other than that, hopefully we'll see that soon. Where can they find you?
You can find me on any major social media platform. Being this for 21, except for TikTok, I am Oliver Kahn VA.
And you can find me at Amore Photography. You can find the studio at Archangel Studios Official. And you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you get them. Spotify, Apple, or RSS feed. Oh, and Anchor.
I was going to say, what's RSS? What?
RSS feed? I don't know. It says it. Anyways.
It smells like food.
Maybe. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. No, I legit smell food, though.